And welcome back to the MBT Talk Show. This is Bryson, and I'm joined here with
Walker Martinez,
Christian Tuttle.
And today we're going to be breaking down the 4A, 5A, and 6A playoff predictions. Walker, start us off here with 4A.
4A. Now, I think this is one of the most competitive parts of the bracket, of any bracket in all the playoffs so far. For the first game is going to be Greenville versus South Dual. Now, Greenville, they've had a real good year this year. South Dual's had a good year this year too. They've surprisingly are the fourth seed in their region. I'm gonna take Greenville on this, but I'm excited to see what South Dual can do.
I'm gonna take Greenville too, but just what confuses me about South Dual is the fact that they just don't know what to do when Sean Gary can't get the running game going. So I'm gonna go Greenville big.
I'm going to have to agree with Tuttle and Martinez here. Greenville, they've just won every game by a large margin. They beat Elizabethton by about 30 or 40. Greenville looks real tough this year. South Dual, real good team, but they're just going to have to step up against Greenville if they want to win.
So then we're going to have Fulton versus Volunteer. Now, Fulton's on a hot streak right now. They ended up with a 2 seed in their region. Marcellus Jackson's playing quarterback. His brother is not able to play right now, so I'm going to have to come with Fulton over Volunteer.
I'm going to actually go with Volunteer in an upset here. Without their quarterback, I just don't see Fulton being the same.
I'm going to have to go with Fulton on this one. Marcellus Jackson, he's just been going off recently. He's gone player of the week for 5-star preps multiple weeks this year. He's really been a star player for Fulton this year, and I think Fulton's going to come out with a win right here.
Next, we're going to have Carter at Elizabethton. Elizabethton's a 2 seed. Carter's a 3 seed. I'm going Carter. I think Chandler, Wilson, and Caleb Harper can get the passing game going, and I'm not really impressed with Elizabethton's secondary, so I'm gonna go Carter here.
Well, I think Carter can keep it close, but I just don't see Elizabethton being a first-round exit after 2 straight years winning the state title, so I'm going to go Elizabethton close here.
I'm going to Elizabethton right here. I think Carter will keep it close for a quarter or two, and then Elizabethton will really just step it up in the second half and just beat Carter by about 20 or 30.
And then Anderson County, the 1 seed, and Seymour, the 4 seed. I think Anderson County's come in a little momentum. They beat Scott County last week, 45-0. I'm taking the Mavericks here.
I'm going to go Mavs here too, big.
Mavs here, big.
All right, now as we transition into 5A, one of the 5A brackets. Start off with number 1 seed Daniel Boone versus Halls. I don't know much about Daniel Boone. I do know if Halls plays the way they should play, they're a 4 seed. They could beat some teams. They played close to Powell. They lost on a very controversial call. I think that was not a fumble, and Halls shouldn't have lost. But I can't say if I'm going to go Daniel Boone or Halls here. I think it could be a game.
I'm going to go with Halls here, but I'm not going to go Halls next round because Halls has just been too inconsistent for me to stick with them.
Halls, they're not a 4C team. Halls is a lot better than a 4C team. Halls has been really good this year, and they've really impressed me. Daniel Boone, I haven't watched any film on them, but I'm going to go Halls with this upset right here.
Next, we're going to go Knox Central versus Tennessee High. Now, Knox Central had a big game going last week versus the West Rebels, and West came off with quite the win. Everyone was surprised about. I thought it'd be a close game. So, but I think Knox Central's gonna be able to get it done this week versus Tennessee High.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Central here too. Just Central's been really good in the postseason lately, and it just seems like their time of year.
Now, Knox Central, they're coming into the playoffs after losing big to West Rebels. Now, I get that West is a really good football team, but, coming into the playoffs after getting skunked is just real hard. I'm going to have to go with Tennessee High right here.
Next, we're going to have 3 seed Sevier County versus David Crockett. Now, Sevier County has quarterback Colin Shannon, who's one of the most accurate passers around the area, so I'm going to have to go with Sevier County on this one.
I'm going to go Sevier County close.
I'm going to go with Sevier County right here. Colin Shannon, he's just a great quarterback. Watched a lot of film on him. He's just real accurate. He can do it all, basically. Sevier County right here.
4 seed Mo West is going to travel down to Knox West versus the Rebels. And this is going to be the Battle of the West. I'm going to have to go with Knox West. I think they have a lot of momentum coming to the playoffs, and I like to see them go far.
I got West Rebels big right here. West, they've really impressed me this year. Kept up with Alcoa, the 6-time state champs. And, West, they're a great football team this year. I would be surprised if they didn't win the 5A.
Yeah, I don't see Morristown West scoring more than 10 points here.
Now we're going to transition to another part of the 5A playoffs, and first game's going to be Powell versus the 2-7 Ottawa. I got Powell big here.
Powell big time.
Yeah, Powell, they got skilled players all around, good quarterback, beast of a defensive line, I'm just going to have to go Powell right here.
McMinco versus Oak Ridge. Now, Oak Ridge had a less than ideal season. McMinn County is nobody to take lightly, so I'm going to go with McMinn County here.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Oak Ridge coming off a trip to the state championship. That team just showing over and over again that they have too much heart to be a first-round exit.
I'm going to have to disagree with Tuttle right here. I've seen some Oak Ridge film, and, their offense really needs to step it up if they want to make it past the first or second round this year in the playoffs.
All right, next we're going to have Walker Valley traveling down to Beaver territory facing the Carnes Beavers. Now, Carnes dropped a big one last week. I don't know really what happened. I don't think Carnes should ever lose 50-7 versus Clinton. I don't think Clinton should ever put up 50 points against anybody, even RJV. I don't think they could put 50 points up on. So I don't really know what happened. But I'm going to go with it's going to be a tough one. Well, Carnes, I think Deshaun Bishop's going to get it going. I don't see him being able to let his team lose the first round.
If Deshaun Bishop's 100%, then I think Carnes pulls it out. But if not, I think Walker Valley pulls away late.
Now, Carnes coming into the playoffs after losing 50-7. Now, I've heard a lot of this and that about Deshaun wasn't 100%, Deshaun wasn't that. I mean, I heard he's got a hurt ankle or something like that. I think Carnes is going to come away with this. I can't see Deshaun not running for over 300 yards against Walker Valley and scoring at least 5 touchdowns. And, Carnes, they have great skill players as well, pretty good quarterback. I think Carnes will come out against Walker Valley and win.
Next, we're going to have the 1 seed Ray County versus Campbell County. Now, we followed the Mavericks a lot this year, and we watched them play Ray County. Should have won that game, but Ray County, they're a beast to be reckoned with. They're a very good football team, very disciplined up front. They run a very tricky offense to go against, and I don't think Campbell County has the up front strength for that. So I'm going to go with Ray County here.
Campbell County has a really good defense, but I just don't think it's going to be enough to stop Ray County.
I think Ray County's real disciplined, and they got a great run game. They don't have a great secondary, and I think Campbell County could probably throw all over them if they give Hunter White a little bit of time. And they can throw a little swing passes to CJ. I can't see Campbell County making the run game real good, but I can see them making the pass game real good. And, if they really do that, I could see Campbell County coming out with the win. But if they don't execute that, then Ray County is going to come out with the win right here.
All right, now we're moving into 6A. It's going to be our last bracket we talk about today. Science Hill has Farragut Admirals come up to play them. I'm going to Science Hill big here. Not big. I don't want to say big. I think Science Hill will beat them pretty good, but I think Farragut will try to keep it close first half.
Science Hill's a good football team, but they're not great, so I think it's going to be close, but I do think Science Hill pulls away.
Farragut, I've heard they struggle this year a little bit, and Science Hill, they beat Anderson County. And we shouldn't have lost that game, but it happens. So Science Hill, I got them beating Farragut right here.
Next, we have Bradley Central versus Jeffco. Call me crazy, but I got Jeffco winning this one.
I don't see that happening. Bradley Central pretty big.
I got Bradley Central on this one.
Next, we're gonna have Cleveland versus Westridge. I think it's gonna be a pretty good game. Cleveland, they used to be a powerhouse in the state of Tennessee for football, but I'm gonna go with Westridge coming out with this one.
I'm gonna go Cleveland here. I don't think they should have lost that Bearden game in the first place, so I'm gonna go Cleveland by 2 touchdowns.
I'm gonna go Cleveland here. It's gonna be a close game, I know for a fact, but like Tuttle said, I don't think Cleveland should have lost to Bearden. But Bearden has a lot of momentum coming through and beat Cleveland right there. But I think Cleveland's going to come out with this first-round win.
All right. And then I think one of our favorite picks to go to the state title, I won't say win it, but go at least make it to the state title is going to be the Maryville Rebels. I think they're going to be Dobbins bid. I see them going all the way till they see Oakland, and then it could be a tough matchup.
Maryville by 40, no questions asked.
Maryville, they're probably gonna put in their JV by the half of the first quarter. I mean, there's no one that's gonna compete with Maryville until about state title, Oakland, and Maryville, they've got a great running back with Noah Vaughn. They got great line, Kel Grubbs, great quarterback, great receivers. But no one's going to stop them besides Oakland. And I doubt Oakland will lose that matchup with Maryville.
I think that's all we have for today. Stay tuned Friday before the game. We're going to go more in depth into some of these big first-round games, and we're going to have special guest Braden Badger Miller going to join the show. And remember, always like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. Thank you for listening.